Okay, ranked within each chemical with which group had the highest exposures to it? Yes, took the average of the chemical ranks.
Throughout the group.
Okay. And so now, like, cooks and food preparation workers had the highest average rank. So that group is the most often exposed group. Is that our most often highly exposed group? Is that what that means?
We we think.
I think that when I was envisioning the ranked choice voting, I guess I was thinking of it the opposite way, so to speak, which is that instead of picking the job that has the highest or the group that has the highest ranks, that like sort of flipping it the other
Like
way where it was looking at right, like looking at
like
which
within chemicals.
within chemical. I think that your job groups does answer a question. It's just I was trying to figure out what that research question is.
Right.
Um,
Because
because the
earlier,
second one is easier to think about. Like it's just which chemical has the highest exposure across all the, taken into account. So go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was about to say like, yeah, oh, maybe this would help, but this is what when we planned this out a few days ago,
Yeah.
we were
Right.
saying what we did for group two is we ranked them 1 through 21. So that was looking within groups,
Yeah.
within job groups. So that meant that the group that is most exposed to chemical X
Hmm.
compared to like if we did it rank 1 through 18, which is within chemicals, we would we would be looking at most emitted chemical for that job group. So,
Right. And I think that's a good way to put it. Is that, but then the summary, when you're taking an overall, that's where it gets confusing. So, like in
hmm
your, so you've got the chemical that's most, or the group that's most exposed to a given chemical. Like, so rank one for methylene chloride means that's the group that's highest exposed to methylene chloride. And
hmm
so if you were going to generalize that, the group, if you take the average rank across all the chemicals, the highest numbered job is the job that on average has more emissions, I guess, is like the most emissions, right?
yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a little more, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, no, we were also racking our brains trying to come up with the right words for
Right,
this.
because I think it's a little bit, I think maybe taking the average is not the right thing. I don't know. Like if you said like which job, I mean the average does do something, but like it makes it harder to explain. Like it does on average, but like if one job is always has, you could also count to see like if one job is most of the time the highest five ranks or something, like you could say then like construction workers are consistently in the top five exposed, most exposed categories. Something like that, like might be an easier way of saying it than the highest average exposure.
So like here,
It's
let's
almost like
figure out.
using the mode instead of the
hmm
like which group has the like because they're related obviously. Some a group that has higher or lower, in this case lower numbers, and has a lower overall rank is obviously going to be exposed more than a group that has a low number. But it's just a way of saying it. Like you could say also like just looking at those that you can see. This is what, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 chemicals. You could say that for in this particular case, if say all you had was the 10 chemicals, I mean, in this one, you've got 8 of the 10 are under five in the ranking.
hmm
And so you could also say what percent of the time the cooks are the highest exposed or something. Like I would keep playing with the data and the best way to word it, like because I don't think talking about the average rank is intuitive enough for people to grasp it. So think about like how else you might say it, like that of the 11 compounds we looked at, these three groups were always in the top, or these three worker groups were always in the top, you know,
hmm
10% of our whatever. Just like sort of play around with um, with doing it. Yes, and that's a good way of thinking about it. If we have a hard time coming up with the words, then new people who are trying to think about it will have a hard time getting it. And sometimes you can get like the perfect words to describe something and make a difficult thing more intuitive, but I think in this case it's because we're doing like a lot of steps and then
Mm-hmm.
trying to like summarize those steps neatly is hard. So I would yeah, try looking at a different angle. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And think of it sort of like a data visualization exercise. You know, you're trying to in your mind visualize what this outcome means. So I think it's good. It's good. And then you could also try, I guess you that's group one is flipping it and looking at the um, within chemical, like what's the most emitted chemical. Yeah, I guess that one is just the most emitted chemical overall, though, right? Like that doesn't necessarily change. You just
But
add them up.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just total emission
it's just
period.
simpler. Yeah, it is total emissions. You're right. Or you could look and see what the single most like, but I think it would end up being that same one, methylene chloride for
Mm-hmm.
whoever that was that had those products. So maybe that's it simplifies more easily. And then these are the things, of course, that once you've got the demographics, you can play with the weighting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait, just a real quick pause. Does everyone kind of follow?
So I would like to ask Sophia. Sophia, do you follow, and then do you have idea? Because it's your group two.
I mean, like, I understand everything we're talking right now, but I don't have any new ideas yet.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
perfectly good.
yeah. I mean, if you can try out like these different arrangements of saying what you've discovered,
Hmm.
that's fine.
This will be our motto, though.
it's
We will
every
ingrain
it's every
this
research motto.
because we ran into the same problem for group three, which is when we're trying to rank them by weight. I don't know if the this whiteboard still exists. Oh, I can't see it anymore. But
Uh,
basically, let's see, where is it? It's right here. Let me make this bigger. I'm sorry.
yeah, I put it in the chat, Dr. Nuss, that Google Doc.
Oh, okay.
So you can see that showing the Google Doc.
I am
Yeah,
looking directly at it now too.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's okay. Jin, go ahead.
So we were looking at the ranked choice, but we were now going to basically weight them, and our weight was gonna just be what I showed you, what I thought of doing earlier here. Where we just take chemical frequency divided by total frequency, and we get these decimals, and then we just multiply these with the corresponding chemical emission, and we rank them very similar to what we did here. We just rank them. Maybe we won't rank them across groups, but across chemicals instead.
I think I was envisioning you would rank them across chemicals so that then each group would have a top ranked chemical
Mm-hmm.
exposure.
Yes, I that was kind of yeah. No, we got very stuck here initially, and then we just went with. But I think we can try for the group three across chemicals then. Maybe we can do that for group two as well and see how that goes.
Yeah, it might be
Cause
a little more intuitive.
especially cause like group one, if I think about it, once they get their top groups, we're gonna try to have them dig a little deeper into the chemicals, and if we do that, they need to look across, well, within the groups, but across chemicals. So like they need to rank the chemicals within a group, not across a group. So we would have to look within chemicals instead of job groups. Anyways.
It sounds like you guys are on the right path. I mean, you're right that your conclusions about the first analysis through were difficult to say because I think it truly is difficult to say what you found, and that does sometimes happen. I mean, I've read papers where like you have to read the sentence over and over to figure out what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people take it's especially true when you take an average of numbers that were generated in a funky way, that were generated in some model, basically, like, which is what you guys are doing, is modeling how people might be exposed. And so when you have to like sort of abstract your thought up and then take an average, like it can be very hard to hold that in your head. So I can see why you guys got confused, but I think that try it the other way for both of them and see if that makes more sense. But I've got to run in like literally a minute to go to this orientation phone call.
Okay.
Is there anything else urgent? Or Daisy, you could
Nope.
text me it.
Jin,
I think we're good.
oh, Jin,
I
you got the
understand.
notes. Did you did it all? That you we
Yeah, I mean, we had another question about Prop 65, but that's like a later down thing. We don't
Okay,
need to
all
ask
right.
right
Oh,
now.
okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nas.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll see you guys soon,
Thank you.
probably tomorrow,
Bye.
right?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So let's regroup and sort it out, and then because we have to change it,
Mm-hmm.
not the job group by the chemical.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did Joel and Sophia, like, did that make sense? And possibly how you two maybe kind of made sense,
Yeah, I think it made sense.
Yeah.
right? The Now that I'm thinking, well, now that she's pointed it out, I think we were having such a hard time trying to put this into words because we were literally, yes. So we're gonna, the next time we do this, why don't we try ranking them like 1 through 18 instead?
Yeah, let's
Does
change
that
it.
sound
Yeah,
good?
let's change this in scenario.
So we'll just make this a little bigger and just go with that. And that we'll do that tomorrow. If we're confused, we can talk more about it tomorrow before we do everything. And that means for now we can just
So tomorrow,
resort.
we're gonna do the group one that finalize everything, and then just start to group one in the breakout room.
You scare me when you use the word finalize.
No.
But
What did I say? Finalize? No, I mean the direction finalize tomorrow.
yeah, I
Group
think we can
activity.
talk about that tomorrow.
No. What I'm trying to say is that we have to clear direction, and then when we started it, we're gonna give them some summary what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna getting into breakout rooms.
I mean, group 1 isn't applied to this.
Right, group 1 is done, group 2 and group 3.
Well, no, we all have to restart. So like this is all redundant now. Yeah, once we resort, we can restart everything.
Okay, so what we're gonna do tomorrow then?
Get 1 through 5, and hopefully by then cause I'll come with the database compiled. I'll come with the demographics compiled, and we'll just do our analysis then.
I just need to do what I did for group 2, but in chemicals, right?
Right, and you don't need to do that by tomorrow. You can do that with your group tomorrow, and then I'll come with the demographics all compiled, so we can just go straight. Once you guys get your top 5 groups, we can look at the demographics and stuff
Alright, 그럼 다 됐네?
for tomorrow. And now we
Yeah,
just go
for
do
tomorrow.
this.
Let's do one by one. 숨이 안
에,
쉬죠.
And 지금은 이제 또 이거 해야긴 해요.
뭐 어떤 거?
For Sophia to compile the
그렇지.
database.
그거 해야지.
Alright, I think we're good. Sophia, are you then good to go?
Yeah.
Alright, and yeah, even though there's like a lot of blank ones, could you still keep them?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, awesome. Because you might, if we do end up wanting to use code, it might help to just keep the whole structure. Alright, I think we're done, guys.